Hello everyone, welcome to my garden here. This is Kathleen at home. I'm Kathleen, I'm glad you're here. It's been a little while since I've posted, but been busy with travel baseball season. But hey, I wanted to chat with you and show you. Remember when we planted those little tomato plants? Well, we now have our annual tomato jungle here. Every year I tell myself, don't plant the tomatoes so close, but I think, oh, that looks like it's a little bit further away. And every year I kind of get this tomato jungle look. So anyhow, what I wanted to point out today was what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm picking green beans, which I'm going to turn my picture around here so you can see the garden a little bit better. Oh, it doesn't seem to want to turn around, so I guess we'll talk this way. So where you see the metal post, there's green beans down in there. So I came out to pick some green beans tonight, and then I thought, well, since I haven't chatted with you all for a little while, I would talk to you about suckering tomatoes. So my tomato plants, as I said, are growing great guns, but what happens when you have too much green growth? It takes away from the feeding of the blooms and the feeding of the fruit. So we don't want a bunch of extra green that we don't need. So what we want to do is sucker those plants that are not, or those parts of the plant that are not going to produce any fruit for us. So what you look for when you're ready to sucker a tomato plant, and I'm sorry that this isn't turning around, so I hope I have it in the video. If not, you're not going to get to see this video. But do you see how this is a V on this tomato plant? Suckers grow in the middle of the V, and all you do is snap them off like that. Let me show you this one. See this right here? See the V? This is not going to grow any tomatoes, so you sucker that off. Let me see if I can find this little guy. In theory is when I should be suckering the plants before they get too big. There's another one. So as you can see, we're looking at the V, and we just snap that off. So these are my tomato plants. They're growing great guns. I plant a variety of tomatoes. I think we chatted about the varieties I was planting, but I also planted this year tomatillos, which this is a brand new item to me. I actually had to look up on the internet, when will I know when these tomatillos are ready for me to pick? Look at all those blooms. Everything that's yellowy orange, that is a bloom. So if I get half of these blooms to be a plant or to be a fruit, then I'm going to be really up to my ears. So hopefully, again, I wish my phone would turn around for me. It's kind of being a little quirky. See this little guy here? This is the fruit. So what I understand is the fruit is growing inside this little husk. And when I see the husk pop, that is when I'm going to want to harvest the tomatillos. So they are in the nightshade family. They are in the tomato family. From what I saw, they are a relatively new plant, the 1980s, I think. I mean, I've been gardening that whole time, but this is my first time to ever plant these. And the reason why I planted them, one of the men at my husband's work was kind enough to give me some plants, because he shared some salsa with Brad last year, and Brad thought the salsa was out of this world. So he thought, you know, if I maybe grew these kind of tomatillos, I would be able to maybe make that salsa. I have a pretty good salsa recipe, but the thickness of the salsa that Brad's colleague shared was really, really good. So again, how do we sucker a tomato plant so that we can have more fruit growth and less green growth? Again, you're going to look for a V, and if you've got something growing up out of the V, that's where you want to remove that sucker. Here's one more. All righty, there you go. Well, That's it from Kathleen at home. I hope you're having a happy gardening day. I'll share this to my YouTube channel and then share it on Facebook so that my friends that I'm friends with on there can click on this as well. I hope you will like and subscribe, all those good things you're supposed to do on social media, so that I know you're out there. Please feel free to comment. I'm having a lot of fun with these videos, and I hope you are too. So until I see you again, have a wonderful day.